Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Updog here, and today we're going to talk about some Raid Shadow Legends. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the top 10 characters that if you unlock them early, they're going to benefit your account so greatly. Going to just take you up to that next level. And a lot of these are going to be characters that are well worth a long-term investment. So, before we get into that, make sure if you haven't downloaded Raid yet to use my QR code above or check the description down below, the link down below. If you use that link or that QR code, you will get Eleanoril. She is going to be right here, I believe. She's a legendary. There she is, right there. You're going to get her right off the bats. And then at level 15, you'll get Tagore, and level 30, you'll get Ugo. All great characters for the start and through the end game. So, great way to get your brand new account started off. And also, there are a ton of promo codes out there. I'll have that down below as well. Right now, there's a brand new legendary out there called Tholen Foulbeard. You can get him. He literally just got added a few days ago to the game. You can get him right off the bat as well. Or you could go how I went, which is with Sun Wukong. He's been amazing as well. But there's a bunch of champions to choose from, so I would recommend Sun Wukong or Tholen, the brand new one. So, but there's also other codes out there that gives you a ton of resources. So I'm just going to list those all down below. So let's get into the top 10 characters that are going to just immediately impact your brand new account, and even like 9 out of 10 of them are going to be great for endgame as well. So the first one up is going to be Septimus. Now he's a legendary, but a lot of the older legendaries are going to be easy to get just through pulling the summons, the shards. So where's he at? Did I go past him? There he is. Okay. Kind of, it looks like a cool looking knight. I like his helmet there, but Septimus can one-shot bosses early on in the early part of the game, delete waves, and he has that flex where he's got 30% bonus damage in his passive. So, great character to get you started. Sadly, because of damage caps and mechanics that have been updated throughout since he's been added to the game, he kind of goes right back on the bench later on in the late game. So he's like one of the only ones that I wouldn't recommend upgrading right now unless he gets a buff. I wouldn't say upgrading, but I wouldn't recommend him taking him to the end game. But early on, he's amazing. He feels unstoppable. He's just waiting on that buff like I'm talking about so that it could be OP and be useful in the end game. But if you get him early on, he's definitely going to help you out a lot with that bonus damage and just helping you get through those campaigns and some of the other modes. All right, so that's it for the Banner Lords. We're gonna move on to, there is a barbarian in here called Altan. Very first one here. I remember when I played before on my old account, I got him pretty early and he was crazy good. He's a defensive backbone. His basic attack does decrease attack on the enemies, and his special increases defense on the allies, which makes him great for clan boss survival. He even makes it into like tanky arena builds as well. Power creep can hit him hard, kind of like we were just talking about with Septimus. But especially if you're seeing a lot newer characters or newer champions that you're facing, but the impact he has on the early game is just unmatched, and definitely someone you want to build as a newer player. So, yeah, keep an eye out for him as well. He's also a legendary, but like I said, you can get him in the shards, the shard pulls. Next up is in the Ogre Tribe. And he's an epic character. And then, whoa, here he comes. He's a man-eater. So, nothing changes the clan boss mode like finally getting a double man-eater. So if you can get one, that's great. But two is just completely full auto, full damage. Just don't have to worry. Just set it on auto and forget it. If you can get two. But before that, players should pray that every book lands on his ultimate ability. So, definitely great if you get two of them. If you have an unkillable composition, then having him becomes efficient and strong. Definitely a true turning point in your account if you get the Man-Eater. So, there you have it for him. Now, next up is... Now, these are in no particular order. I'm just kind of going in order of the factions here. So next up is another legendary. And his name is Legate. Alright, here he is. So, I guess they just had him as Teox in the screen before, but his full name is Legate Teox. Looks like a badass lizard dude. He's definitely a hidden gem in the Lizardman faction. He brings an explosive AoE damage, he gives extra turns, and he blocks revives on the enemy side. For players with the right Lizardman setup, he becomes a nightmare in Arena and a powerhouse in Hydra. The extra style... and then extra style points for sure for his look and his kit synergy. He's definitely a lot of fun, and he's definitely got the power to back it up. So, there you go with Teox. Alright, next we have a Demon Spawn. And he's a legendary. And this guy right here, Prince Kaimar, he looks pretty badass as well. When the Seal of Magic lands, if it just hits different, Prince Kaimar has a buff strip and AoE sleep, and he is an arena and dungeon menace. He's on the older side of champions, but even in 2025, with nearly 1,000 champions in the game, he's still one of the most useful resets in the game. So, older character, but still relevant. So, Kaimar, definitely one you want to look out for. Alright. Then we have a couple of Undead Horde clan champions. So, first one up is going to be the legendary Rotos. There we go. Rotos is the stuff of nightmares in the early game. He can solo arena teams, post-fusion, laughing in the face of revive comps with his block revive. And he has nukes and infinite turn chains, so he's even carved a role in the live arena and shines with the right setup. So he's very fun and very terrifying to go up against. Definitely looks like it. Definitely want to keep an eye out for him, because it looks like he's going to have a lot of useful places to be useful. Now the next Undead Horde champion on this list is going to be Seeker here. He's so big he doesn't even hardly fit on the screen. He is definitely a demon spawn, or a undead. Definitely looking like an undead character here. Seeker can pull double duty for a new player in an arena engine with his turn meter boost, and he has provoke as well. And it can also be a clan boss linchpin with his extra turn cycling, so giving more turns, going to be great in clan boss. He's one of the best turn meter boosters in the game, thanks to the 2-turn cooldown and his versatile passive. So, you need a lot of turns, you're going to come to Seeker. There you go. And he's an epic character, so a little bit easier to obtain. Now, moving on to the Dark Elf faction here, we have Coldheart. She is a rare, one of the only, or the only rare champion on this list. One of the only rare champions that still holds true, still does great. Pulling Coldheart for the first time is like unlocking a cheat code. Her Heartseeker is unmatched for damage and turn meter control, and instantly carries accounts through Fire Knight, Spider, and Faction Wars. Also, in content like Curse City or Secret Rooms, she finds her place. One of the few rares, like I said, one of the few rares worth taking to level 60 as a long-term investment, because she has so many uses. She's a rare, easiest to get out of all these characters on this list that I'm talking about, so definitely someone you want to keep your eye out for when you pull her. And she's pretty good looking too. You know me, I'm a Dark Elf fan, so she definitely fits the role for me. Next up, we have another legendary here. He's a dwarf. His name is Newt. I'm just gonna call him Newt. The G might be silent, but don't think YouTube is going to allow me to say this, or yeah, say it with the silent G. Maybe. Oh, here he is. I wish this game had a search feature. That would make it so much easier. Please, Plarium, please put a search feature in this game. That'd make it way better. Alright, so anyway. Newt. Let's see. So, no champion has more universal impact for free than Newt. He's great in Hydra, Doom Tower, Fire Knight, and Curse City. He's basically good everywhere. He has a triple hit freeze on his basic attack, and the Blessed Bash damage that he has makes him an instant slot in for dozens of endgame teams. If you get a dupe on him, why not? Why not have 2 Newts on your team? That would just be even that much more better. Another great long-term investment, if you unlock him, would be adding him to your team. So that is it for the dwarves. And the last champion on my team here is going to be a mythical. No, wait, no, not well. She's a mythical. Here she is, right here. And I didn't actually see how to get her. Okay, so there's a fusion and there's a summoning. Okay, so you can summon her, but there's a fusion event as well. So she looks pretty cool, actually. Man, I haven't actually looked at her yet, but I was recommended this list by someone else, so thought I would cover it. But yeah, she's looking pretty awesome. She might not be flashy as far as mechanics go or mythicals go, but Lady Mikage is everywhere. You can use her in Chimera, Hydra, Fire Knight, Doom Tower. And her ally attack, so she calls an ally to attack, crowd control, damage manipulation, make her one of the most versatile mythicals in the game. When you're building your best teams, chances are she's going to be on that team and quietly doing the heavy lifting. So she's one of those sneaky good characters that you'll definitely want to try and get. She's probably going to be the hardest one to get, but probably pay off the most for you. So now some honorable mentions for this list. I have, Martyr, Valkyrie, or Skullcrown, all of whom have their moments, but this list that I just covered captures the essence of champions who don't just fill a role, but they put in the extra work when it matters the most. So hope you found that helpful, and until next time, make sure you spend those resources wisely, and we'll see you around. And don't forget to download using the QR code or the link below. Thanks a lot for watching.